What's up, everybody? You are now tuned in to StarCHaser Central, a podcast about Charles Hamilton music, moments, and everything in between. I'm Stick Braxton.
And I am Mike D. Jackson.
And if you don't know, this is being released on Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to everyone celebrating. And if you're not celebrating, happy Valentine's Day, I guess Single Awareness
No,
Day.
no,
No, no.
no.
All right.
Mm-mm.
We're not doing that. Sorry, y'all. I'm single, but we're just not doing that. Just say happy Valentine's Day. You feel me?
It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday regardless. This holiday is a sham and a mockery of a lot of things, but it's whatever.
Jeez, man. Like who obviously you're spoken for and you're happily situated, but who
Mm.
hurts you?
No one hurt
Jesus.
me. It's just this holiday makes no sense. This is a holiday built off love. It's like, oh, this is when you show your love to a person. But now to me, I feel like for three to the other days, I should be able to do whatever I want. If this is the one day, you know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
I don't know. It's a fabricated holiday built for people who like this type of stuff.
Right. It's like one famous rapper said, "Make Valentine's Day every day. I don't need a month." He
Yeah,
did not say that. He did not
yeah.
say that.
That's all I'm saying, man. But since it is a holiday and since we are here, we are doing our special of the month, and we are, we're making an essentials Valentine's Day playlist of Charles Hamilton music, man.
Yes, sir. So you guys remember the last playlist we did, which was the Charles Hamilton Essentials. This time we're doing it, but with love. We're handing the songs off to you with love. Now, when we made this little video for you guys, we were like, hey, and I apologize. I apologize for both of us. Maybe we didn't make it as clear as we could. So we said, or at least Stick, you said, what are the songs or Charles Hamilton songs that you play, when you're feeling lovey-dovey,
Mm.
Charles has a lot of songs, songs about everything. But we're strictly focusing on the love songs today.
Yeah, love is a big umbrella, right? And there's like in relationship love, and there's just like you know, I maybe not I love a girl, but I love being around you. There's also breakup songs. There's a bunch of things that he kind of encompasses under the love relationship umbrella that may not necessarily fit on a Valentine's Day playlist. I don't think you would want to play a breakup song on a Valentine's Day playlist because that would end your day badly. So we're gonna try to focus more on the love centric uh songs by Charles Hampton.
The more positive aspects of love,
Mhm.
Now, I will say this, if you got broken up with, yeah, go ahead, play the breakup songs. That makes perfect sense. But we're trying to stay away from that. We're hoping you don't get broken up with. Knock on wood, I guess,
Yeah.
I do want to say shout out to everyone that did send out requests, send out certain songs saying, hey, this song, that song, have you guys checked out this one yet? Have you checked out this project? Because just me and Stick alone, there's a lot of songs we know, but of course there's a lot more songs that you guys know than we do, and vice versa. So we're trying to build this together.
Yeah, there are a lot of good suggestions out there. And there were a lot of songs I was like, oh, I've never heard of this. I saw I kind of saved it, kind of to listen to it later on. Um, but yeah, this, like I said, this is a great. It's a large task, and so more help was needed than ever. So we kind of had some ground rules. Since it's the 14th, we are doing only 14 songs, so we're making our job even harder than it actually has to be. We also decided we're only doing one song per tape, so to avoid like one tape having like 4 or 5 songs on there, we're gonna kind of keep it to one per tape. What are some other rules that we kind of broke out, Mike?
Also, we said no overlapping. So obviously this is our second playlist we're doing. So if there's something on the first playlist from the essentials, first of all, if you haven't checked it out, I believe it's episode number 3. Check that out. And we actually have a playlist on YouTube where you can just listen to the playlist itself if you already actually watched the episode. But no overlapping songs. So if there's something from the essentials, unfortunately, we're not going to put it on here. I did have a caveat for it. If the song overlaps and it's on a previous playlist, but it is like a big love song that's in like Charles's catalog where it's like if we don't add it, we're blasphemous for it, then it'll stay in contention. But there's going to be certain songs where it's like it's a good love song, but we had it on the previous one. We only have 14 songs to work with, so we don't want to just rehash half a playlist and put it on the next one, you know?
Um, I mean, without further ado, um, I guess you know what. Let's start off with something just regular, just to kind of ease into the conversation. What's your? I kind of gave mine already. What's your kind of relationship or your memories of Valentine's Day?
Oh man. So for me, I'm like I was, but I was just say like the Undertaker WrestleMania undefeated streak, but and I mean that in the opposite of being single, not having
Right.
one. It's one of those things where I've had relationships any other time, but just Valentine's is like, nope, just doesn't work out. And it's not really on purpose. But for me, I still enjoy the holiday, even though I've been single, because you can go out with friends and just still have a good time. You can have a lady friend where you're like, oh, you're talking to them, but it's not official yet, so it's still enjoyable. I've had some good, I've had some bad. I will tell you all this. I don't think I've talked about it on any episode yet. Maybe I did on the awkward one, but last year's Valentine's was very awkward for me. I had a stalker. Long story short, a woman that I never gave her the attention that she wanted, and I
Mhm.
physically said with in clear print, I am not interested. I would like for us to just, be cordial. The end. She did not like that, and she never took no for an answer. I got flowers sent to my job, candy bought, a hoodie for Christmas. I think I'm forgetting something, but long story short, one time DoorDash, she moved to Florida, DoorDash food to my job. And they're like, "Oh, Mike, you have a DoorDash order." I'm like, "No, I don't. I didn't order DoorDash." They're like, "Oh, it's from Bob Evans." I'm like, "I look at my app. I've never even ordered Bob Evans. Not even once. I've never even been in a Bob Evans." Yeah, so last year was it was nice to get gifts, but when it comes to someone doing that, I never want to go through that ever again. And I feel for people that have actually done that because or have gone through it because it's always women. Oh, women get harassed like that. Me being a male and going through that, I don't wish that on nobody. So hopefully this year will be 10 times better. Just being by myself. But that's been my recent Valentine's.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Well, hopefully no stalker this year. So that'd be a good start, you know. But yeah, let's get this thing going, man. Let's we got 14 songs, bro. So I guess we can kind of do it basically how we did it last time. You throw a song out, I throw a song out, and we kind of see where we go. Is I Let's start off with things that absolutely you think we both have it on the list.
Right. Okay. So I said earlier about, certain songs that would be blasphemous,
Mhm.
or if we just left it off completely. We've
Right.
talked about this before. Now, I will say this. If you leave this off here,
Mhm.
mm, 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 mm.
Got it.
I said this before, and I think you know which one I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
New girlfriend music.
Yeah, I'm
I,
sorry. I don't have it on there.
I know, of course, you don't have it on there, but blasphemous. Look, I'm going to put an asterisk right next to
That's
this
fine.
playlist.
We can put an asterisk there. I just think 14, 14. I think
We have other songs. We have other
yeah,
songs.
that's
Trust
all
me.
I'm saying.
I had to say it first. I had to say it first. Justice for new girlfriend music. I can see what the other list didn't make it on there, but this one I'm like, come on, bro, come on. I'll let you go ahead. What's a song you think that should be on there that we both have on there?
I am more concerned with Love to Life. Now, before you say it, I know that was on the original list. Let's
Mhm.
we can asterisk that for now. I just think that if at the end we're like, oh, we need to add one on there, I think that should be the one that should be on there. Personally,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
I'm completely fine with that. There
yeah,
is another one I'm going to add to that will have
okay,
another asterisk when you're
okay,
done. And I feel like between those two, only one's going to be able to make it. We'll do like, let's say if that's the last song,
uh-huh,
it'll be this next song I'm gonna say, and it's
okay,
like only one because I don't want because if we have two repeating, that's not really
yeah,
bad
yeah.
unless we just completely just run out of songs. You know what I mean?
We
So
won't, but
we'll
yeah,
let's put that to the side because I do have that on my list, and I had like
Okay.
a little message saying it's on the last one.
Mhm.
So um, the other one I was going to say because a couple people said this one. This is another one that was on the list. Conversations with God. A lot of people said that one.
Great song.
Yeah.
Amazing song. It's like I think it's one of my favorite songs, probably one of his best songs ever. It just it's a good song. I just feel like it's not really the love is towards some not a person, but I feel like it really is like a conversation with God. Like God is woman. That's a conversation with God, not necessarily a relationship or love for a woman, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, I get exactly what you're saying. My thing was this. Once again, like I said, it's on our previous list, and also, like I said, I seen a lot of people say conversation with God. I'm like, and also we talked about it before. A lot of girls on TikTok really love this song, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, how do y'all even know this song?
Hmm.
My thing is this: I'm completely fine. I just wanted to at least put it out there so people knew, like, hey, it's not like we completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
So I'm completely fine with putting that to the side. I
Okay.
actually want to go again because I have one that has to go on here definitely
Before
because it
you
wasn't
before
on the
you
last.
before you jump on there real quick, pause.
Pause. Pause.
Yeah, yeah, I said it. I said it. Don't worry about it. Um, there is another one that I feel like that falls under the it overlap category that probably should also be in consideration, and that's air conditioner.
That's on my list. That's
Yeah,
on my list.
you know what I'm
I
saying.
wouldn't
So
want to
like
say it.
that's tough. That's tough. Okay, let's say this. There can only be one overlap song. If we do,
Yeah.
if there is one, we're only doing one overlap song, and we'll cross that bridge as it comes. All right, now you can go with the one that you have.
All right. So the one that I had, other than those, I'm
Mm,
glad we actually said that. 'Cause I'm like, I didn't even want to say that. 'Cause I'm like, hopefully you just say it for me.
yeah.
Satellite.
I satellites on my list. Now, when it comes to that, I would say Pink Lava Up has one more that could possibly also be on that list, and that's Come Back to You. So, what do you think? Me personally, I lean towards Satellite.
Satellite. My thing
Yeah.
is this. I know we were talking about, no breakup songs. That's not necessarily a breakup song. That could be like, hey, because in love, sometimes you're going to go through arguments and whatnot. And then,
Mhm.
hey, I'm going to win you back. And I feel like that's okay for a love song. But if we're talking about completely, you broke my heart, you did this and that, you threw it in the trash, you cheated on me, we can make a separate playlist for that, like just straight breakup songs. By the
Yeah,
way, if you
easy.
guys
Yeah.
want us to do, if you guys want us to do later on in the future, maybe next year if we're still around, top 14, 15 top CH breakup songs, let us know. But
Mhm.
I would say Satellite. I would go with Satellite for that one.
I feel confident putting Satellite on the list regardless. Like, it's already on there.
Bet.
I have Neverland.
Out of this world, I live in never, never land, never, never land, never, never land. You gon' always be my girl in never, never land, never, never land, never, never land.
Put it
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, I have Neverland. I just think that's a because again, it's I think the problem that I ran into, and I feel like when we actually get into it, um, with a particular song, I'll kind of bring it up. But I feel like a lot of the songs were kind of personable, and like were to somebody that Charles actually knows, so it's kind of hard to separate it or like distance yourself from that personal relationship that he had versus trying to make it general. Neverland is very general, but I feel like you can play that for any girl or any any partner that you have, and they'll understand exactly what it means. So I Neverland, you feel confident?
Definitely. Because
Okay.
if we weren't going to say Neverland, we would have said the other song that most people would say for Awkward One was In Case I Actually Get Her, but
Yep.
that's overlapping on the other tape.
Yep.
So once again, guys, just a reminder, it's not that we don't like certain songs, it's like we gotta pick one.
Yeah.
And on some of these tapes, like Awkward or any like love related tape, it's like, man, there's probably like three songs we could pick from. And it's like
Yeah.
it's the one that's not going to overlap. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'd say Neverland. I'm go with that. Okay, so let me ask you this: there's because I made like a whole list, but on certain tapes, I put two songs down, and I'm like, hey, we'll debate it, or if it's just like neither, then neither. So the first one I had was it was on substance abuse. It was the desire to answer, say yes, or hell yes. but I've seen a lot of people also say the desired answer.
Hell Yes is a good song. And we haven't, reviewed Substance Abuse yet, so I don't want to kind of get too deep into like the discussion of it.
Right.
There's something, there's something really sinister about Hell Yes, though. You feel me? Like it's a good
That's
song.
what I was going to say.
It's very sinister. Um, but Desired Answer is again another one of those songs where it's like it's general enough where like you could play this for somebody that you feel, special about, and I feel like they would understand the message and kind of, they would feel the emotion that you're trying to convey at the time.
I don't know much about anything, so I'm just going to whatever I'm supposed to find out what I'm close to.
All right, cool. Yeah, for me, because when I listen to some of these songs back as well, because I'm like, look, if we're trying to explain to the other StarChasers, like we're just going by love, I'm like, let me go back and listen to some of these songs and the lyrics, because just having a song where Charles says, "Oh, I love you" on the hook, and then all the verses about just like anything, I'm like, it's not really a love song, you know? And like you said with Hell Yes, with me listening to the song, I'm like, this feels more like a maybe a lustful song.
Yeah.
And love and lust, they're close, they're like cousins, but it's like one's a little off,
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just put it there just in case. But I was like, just wanted to say that.
No, I agree with that. Um, how do you feel about I Really Fucking Do though?
I like the song.
Mhm.
I would say keep it on the sidelines. Let's come back to it just in case we run out of songs. If, like I said, if it gets to a point where we get to the nitty gritty, I would say put it on there.
Yeah, let's listen to some other ones just because, I that song was really good. Just, as a song itself, but
Right.
yeah, let's kind of hold off on that. What you got?
Also, we're doing pretty well this time compared to last time. We're doing a lot more agreeing this time. I think
Oh,
it's a
don't worry.
little
It'll probably end soon. It's fine.
okay. So after that, ooh, so this one was it's another one. It's another this or that.
Mhm.
This one was a little bit tougher, but at the same time, I'm like, I think I know what the answer could be. I feel like either way you can go with both. So this is on the Broken Pink Lava Lamp, Pretty Brown Eyes, or Do It.
See, I had both on my list too. Uh, so here's the thing. Like Pretty Brown Eyes is probably it's a more general song. It's tough. Okay, here's why it's tough. Do It is tough because like it's about a song about how Charles is, has a thing for a girl, but she has a man, and he's willing to wait it out, to whatever. And
Right.
that's good. Is it Valentine's good? Like this is a very specific Valentine song that you have to play for somebody like, I'm willing to wait for you, blah blah blah. And Pretty Brown Eyes is also a good song for girls who have brown eyes. So like you can't play that for every you can't
Nah,
play that
don't
for
don't
every
do that.
girl.
Nah, we're not doing the semantics for that. Nah,
I
we're
am
not.
gonna do semantics for that. Yes.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm gonna be semantic man. That's on my chest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm semantic man. So yeah, bro. A great song, great flip, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, it's very specific. That's me.
For me, this is how I feel about it. If it was more like, oh, and I apologize, guys, we didn't say this either. Another rule that we had was names. If a song was named after someone, like an ex-girlfriend or something like that, more likely we couldn't name it. My thing is this. I was cool with that, right? Saying, oh, no names just because that's particular about that person, because
Mm,
that song is for that person for the most part. It's for us
mm.
to listen to. But I feel like Pretty Brown Eyes, there's a lot more people with pretty brown eyes. Even if he said pretty green eyes, you know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Like, yeah, there's some people that are gonna be like quote unquote left out, but like I think it's more like I agree with the name thing. I think eye color. Hey, let's say the shirt, let's say the song was called Nice Black Shirt. Oh, she wasn't wearing a black shirt that day. We gotta take it off the list. We
She
we
out
can
the
put it to the
game.
side though.
Yes.
You ain't got no black shirt, white shirt. Sorry, not for
Sorry, that
you.
you out. Yeah. Um I don't know, bro. But listen, I like both songs. Like I said, they were both on my list. And I'm just saying if we got 14, I don't want to bog it down with something I could easily explain away. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So
All right. We'll come back to it.
we'll come back. We'll come back
All
just
right.
in case. I know you like this song, so I figured I would put it on there. Uh, song for Mysterious.
You know I like the song, but I actually wasn't going to put that on there. I mean, here's my
Really?
thing. Here's my thing. Because I'll put the song on there. I have no problem. That's the thing. I don't have a problem putting it on there. I'll say
Yeah.
put the song on there. But I was like, should I really? I really was trying to like go out of like one, my comfort zone, and two, like just trying to make it, I guess, more universal, just maybe more
Mhm.
songs that people would know. I feel like some people don't really know that song. But if we want to put it on there, I'm down with that. I completely agree. Put it on there.
I'm putting
I'm
it
fine.
back. I'm putting it back under the what's called list, the comeback list.
Ah,
Just
all right.
because, like, again, like if it's one of those things where, like, if it's there at the end, it's fine. But you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to like I don't want to bog it down. Like, I feel like the ones we have right now, Satellite, Neverland, Desired Answer, those are pretty much those are good. Those are solid choices that we can feel comfortable with. Um,
Right.
so I'm not worried about that. These other ones, it's like we could, but let's just see where we get to with the other ones.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So here's one that I think that should be on there. Every now and then.
Just run across my mind. Every now and then. Every now and then. Every now and then.
I do have that on the list. I had that on my list.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've seen some people say that too. On there. I'm like, okay, well, that's more likely going to go on there, but let me just double check with everything else. Yeah, I was like, that has to. Good song. Feels good to listen to.
Yeah, and it's yeah, it's a feel good song and great sample there. Yeah, yeah, I think I feel comfortable with that too.
That
Um, did you have any on your list that you were like, let's see if we can fit it on there?
I have one.
Okay,
Technically, it's a longer name. It's not just like for example on L Word 3, there's a song called Rihanna. That's not the song I'm picking, but it's
right.
not like a name like that. It's like a longer name. It's from L Word 2. The song I was going to use was it's actually called someladieswebsite.com, but in parentheses it's Jessica. That was the song I was going to use for that.
I love that song. I love that song a lot, and it would have
And
been on my
it's Barry White
yeah,
sample.
yeah, yeah. Semantic Man. And the reason it's like it's just very specific again because like it's just specific because like it's about the it's about a blonde girl like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very specific what he's saying. Like I can't play that just for anybody, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? But I will take that song before I give you my one of mine because I want
Okay.
to stay on that one because that tape. What about Superwoman from that tape?
It's not beating that song, man. It's not beating that song.
I no for personally I like Jessica's song better too, but I think Superwoman fits better on the Valentine's playlist.
We'll come back to it because I gotta come back and listen to that one. Like while we're doing some stuff, I'm gonna listen to it just to make sure.
Uh
Why
uh I thought Savannah could have fit on the list.
Savannah,
Mhm.
even though we're not doing names,
Well, I'm saying like as far that would debate that. Like you want to put Jessica on the list. What are we talking about?
but
Yeah.
it's not called Jessica. It's called
Bro,
someladieswebsite.com.
stop playing with
Parentheses
me, dog.
Jessica.
Like stop playing with me, dog. You know what you're doing. Uh Yeah, I mean, because other than the first couple bars where he's like, "I wish I could call every girl Savannah, so I can treat it." First of all, that's a weird line, by the way. One day when we get to that album, like that, I don't understand it. He says, "I wish I could call every girl Savannah, so I can treat them all like Samantha." I was like, "Well, that's once you get past those bars, it really doesn't say anything about Savannah. The song's just called Savannah. You know what I mean?"
Okay, so you're right. You're definitely right about that. And the reason why I probably feel not iffy about the song, but I know some Samanthas and I have no problem with girls named Samantha, but sometimes you have a bad, history with someone and then it ruins it for everybody. Like for
Yeah.
example, I know I used to talk to this girl named Julia, and then it's almost like a year later, I met some new girl. I was like, "What's your name?" She's like, "Julia." I'm like, "No,
Uh,
great, yeah." It's one of those. So here's
I
my
feel
here's
you.
my thing, right? Since we got S's on our chest, you're right. He says Savannah, then Samantha, and then he really doesn't say that. on the song, someladieswebsite.com, Jessica. I don't think he says Jessica in there once. I'm just saying. Just saying.
No, he doesn't.
Just
He doesn't. That's the thing. I love Some Lady. I love that. I love that song. That's probably my favorite song from that tape. Even though that's a good tape, we gotta let's review that one day.
yeah. You know what? We'll come back to it. I know we're going to come back
Yeah,
to all
yeah,
those. We got a couple
yeah,
songs. We got a couple songs we can come back to. Here's
yeah.
one that I feel like should be on there.
Mm.
Should be easy. I'm not going to do the switch no more. I'll just lay it up. This is an easy layup. If it's
Okay,
not, you're goal. If this is an easy layup, I'm calling you out for goaltending. You were
okay,
directly under the basket goaltending.
that's fine.
Oh my, who's that?
I like that song. I like that song a lot.
Yeah, go. Oh my God,
I
where's the ref?
like the song. That's all I said. I said I like the song, bro. I like that song. That's from that's Gynophobia, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me just make sure there's nothing else there.
Thank you.
I like that song, bro. Like, you know that. Damn. Okay.
That's how it starts too. That's literally how the song starts.
Yeah,
Damn.
damn. Um,
Give in, man. You know it's look.
Now some other people had mentioned Farewell, but I feel like that's a breakup song though.
Yeah,
Right?
that's how I thought. That's what I thought. I was
Yeah, I
like,
always
I
thought
like
Farewell
that
was a
song.
breakup song. Um, Damn, she wild and she got a whole lot of alone time. Is it a Valentine's? Is it a Valentine's playlist song though?
You don't
That's the
like the
question.
song.
That's the question I would ask.
You don't put a G on your chest for goaltending, man. Take that S off. Put a G on your chest for goaltending, man. My man's goaltending.
First of all, I rarely get called for goaltending when I play basketball, so that is incorrect. No matter how tall I am. Yeah, because I wouldn't put London Girl there. I wouldn't put Barbie there. Yeah, we could put Oh My Who's That on there. That's fine.
Thank you, sir.
That's your one though,
Appreciate
because I'm fighting everything else.
Damn. Seems like she came from. Seems like she came from. Where she get her name from? Where she get that frame from?
I have convincing decision from and then they play Dilla.
It's crazy because I kind of skipped over that tape because I was like, I don't know. I'll say because you were accepting of my last pick. Let's do this one. Well, yeah, let's do it.
That's not
Let's
the
do it.
one I want you to do that for, but it's fine.
You got the passwords to everything. Why lie like the end of an adverb? That's word to me. I could be a prick. I would be beating chicks if you didn't say you leave me quick. Immediately.
Okay. How about this one? This is my last one that I have. That's this or that. Actually, no,
Okay.
it's not a this or that, but it has two different names. It's on two different tapes. So on the tape Power of Illumination, it's called Never Ever, and then on Starlight Zone, it's called More Important.
Yeah, that's on my list, and I think that should be on there regardless of what the fuck we call it.
Right.
There's no difference in the song though, right? It's the same song regardless.
Same exact song. Like
Yeah.
I'm more used to it as More Important from Starlight Zone.
Yeah.
It was just like I just didn't know. I was like looking up certain tapes, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know this song. It's not called, but it makes more sense being called Never Ever because he says in the hook. But
Right.
either way, we'll put it however it's going to be put on there. But either way, we both agree.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. Yeah, that was on my list too.
It's important that I let you know. You're the brightest starlight around. So let your light so shine, girl. Let the whole world know you're mine, girl. I'll be loving you always, always, always. I shoot for the moon, try not to miss. If I do, I'm with you, so we got the kiss.
Right now we're at 7, just so we're clear. Satellite, Neverland, Desire, Answer, Yes, Every Now and Then, Oh My, Who's That, Convincing Decision, and More Important so far.
Okay.
We have 7 more to go. Reprimanded. How confident do you feel?
Easy.
Yeah.
Put it on there. No,
Yeah.
no debate on that or nothing.
Okay.
Put it on there.
Yeah. That's just that's such a good song. Just that sample and that slow build, and it's like I don't even know how to explain it because again I don't want to go too deep into it because we haven't reviewed the tape. But it's just a good record. I remember hearing that and I was like, yeah, this is the one from the state for sure.
Definitely, especially how you started off. But yeah, I
Yeah.
agree totally. I forgot that I had it on my list, but I remember like I think 2 or 3 other people said that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely got to be on there. So, how do you feel about this one? I've seen 1 or 2 other people talk about this one. Crash at Her Place, spot in Brooklyn.
That's a Autumn Harvest
I believe it is. Let me double check. Hold on.
or maybe that's not the name of it. What is it called? Yeah, that's what it's called. I think that tape because
I'm looking it up.
that has like tacos and like morning radio.
It is Autumn Harvest. Yep, you're
Okay,
right.
I personally don't feel comfortable with it on the list. That's me.
All right, I got you.
Not that I may dislike the song. I would have to go back and actually listen to the song fully. I perused it today. But as soon as it played, I was like, I don't know if that one's the one.
I got you.
How did you feel about it?
It was cool. It was one of those things. Like I said, like I said, I seen 2 people talk about it. Whatever. I listened to it again. I'm like, I could see it being on there,
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's one of those things. I have a different list than you do, so I'm like, all right, so I'll think about it. But I at least wanted to put it on my list and put it on there so people know, like, hey, we thought about it.
I have one. Um, Cuddle Monster.
Which tape is that?
That's on the Binge Volume 2.
You know what's crazy? I didn't listen to any of the binge tapes before today. I was like, well, no, I've heard them before, but I
Mm.
didn't listen today. 'Cause I'm like, will any of them have one of them songs on there?
You would think not, right?
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, especially the names of it. I think it was binge 2 is like Gathering Dust. So I'm like, man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
I'm like, geez, like I'm like maybe I should skip these. There's probably some other songs I could pick. I'd have to go back and listen to that. I'm gonna listen to that in like a little bit before this episode ends, and I'll give
Okay.
you my answer on that one.
I'll just add it to the what's called list.
Okay, so I got one that it wasn't on my list. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go with another one. Um, I couldn't remember the name of it until someone else said it. Convince You to Stay. But hear me out. Hear me out. Because in the beginning of the song,
Okay.
he's saying, it's a late night. You're trying to you're thinking about going home, but I want to convince you to stay. Like stay the night, not
Yeah.
as in, hey, you're about to leave me. Like for real, for real. I fucked up. I'm trying to convince you to stay with me. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
What do we know what tape that from? Or was that like a Lucy? What is that from?
I want to say it could have been The Zone, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Ah, I would like. Let's put it in the asterisk, and then we'll come
Okay.
back. Yeah, we'll come back.
All right.
I'm not mad at it, but just to kind of keep our spots open.
Okay.
Tinkerbell.
Let's make a little magic, baby. Do you believe in that? Here's a piece of my heart. If you want it, you can have it, baby. I don't need it back. Why? 'Cause I'm spending time with my imaginary girlfriend.
Let's do it. I'm cool with it.
Fun fact: that's one of the few songs I was able to play my brother when he was younger. It's like it has very minimal cussing on it at the time. Me and my
Yeah.
brother like 10 years apart, so as I'm getting into Charles Hamilton, like I'm like 20 something, he's like 10 or something. So I'm like, yeah, let's try to keep it a little what's called. And that was one of the songs I was able to play for him. And then yeah, that was fun fact.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm my fun fact is so it's funny for me because like everyone's different, you should play the appropriate music for whoever.
Yeah.
So this was definitely not appropriate for me to listen to when I was younger. Remember Juvenile's Back That Thing Up, right? So
Correct.
as a kid hearing that, hearing the censored version, I'm like, okay, whatever. Don't know what they're talking about, but I'm assuming dancing or whatever.
Hmm.
Uh, my oldest brother, who's 10 years older than me, I'm like, so I was like maybe like 8, I think. No, 9. I was like 8 or 9 when that song came out, right? So my brother's 10 years older than me, so he's like 19. And then he had like the actual CD. And my other brother, me and him were listening to it, and you hear the real version. Girl, you look good when you back that ass up. You a fine motherfucker. My brother's blasting it. My dad hears it. My dad's like, "What the? Give me that CD. Y'all not getting this back." So that's my fun fact. Where like, part of me is like, man, I don't see the big deal. But now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have been. I get it.
Yeah, not at 9, bro. Like, not at 9. A
Me at
few
9
years
years
later,
old.
middle school, maybe. High school for sure. At that point, it's like, come on, man.
You
You
know
know
the
we're not
worst part is, 'cause I'm thinking about it now. In middle school, like for a middle school dance, I think like yeah, seventh grade. I remember was it middle school Shake It Fast? Shake It
uh
Fast came out.
yeah.
Bro,
Cool.
they was definitely playing that at middle school dance. I'm in seventh grade, so I'm 13, 12, 13. That's the first time I ever got grinded on anything like that. So yeah, we were doomed. We were cooked already. It was over.
Isn't that the song with that infamous first line?
Yes, that we won't speak about. At least
Right,
with
it
the
was on the wall.
listen, at least when I heard it as a kid, it was the censored version. I came in with the mic in my hand. So I'm like, okay, he's a rapper. He came in with okay, makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, if you take a P off, he's that too.
All right, all righty. So back to business, back to what we came to do now. So I hope you actually listened to the song. This is one of A-Rap's songs that he put. Um, I just need to know your opinion on it. I completely understand if you don't want to put it on there. It's Swagger, and it's spelled SWAG, capital G, capital E, and then it's like three R's after.
Was that in the playlist he sent?
Yes, I think it was like 20 something songs he sent. So look, I'll at least tell you some of the
Oh yeah, I
lyrics.
did listen to that.
Okay. I need to explain the lyrics. My man said, "You got that swagger cream, got my swagger cream in your eye. You got my swagger juice in your eye."
Bro, that's insane, by the way. You know that, right? That's nuts.
That's what A-Rap's doing out here,
That's
giving
what's
these
popping in
people.
the streets for him.
Yeah, A-Rap's out here with the swagger cream, the swagger juice. Hey, girl, you want some swagger juice? Splash.
That's nuts. No.
I,
Respectfully.
I understand completely. I just had to put it on the list because I'm like I need to talk to you about it, but I'm like I'll wait till we actually get on the pod to do it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah,
Sorry, A-Rap. Sorry, man. I had to. It's a
that's
good
funny.
song though. I like the song.
Um, okay. Oh, I did that convince you to stay here. That's crazy. Um, how you feel about Sonic in London?
I did listen to it. I haven't heard it in a long time, but I did listen to it. I'm cool with that. I'd be down to put that on this.
Yeah, I think that's a one of kind of general, but a good hook that kind of expresses what we're looking to do here.
No one can love you the way that I love you. No one can love you the way that I love you. Not at all. I put my mind, my heart, my body, and soul on the line.
Okay, so I know someone said body telepathy. I don't know how you feel about that one.
Yeah, so body to Leslie, DSW, or novelty as the choices from L Word. I feel like you have to have like an L Word song on there. I feel like it's necessary. But it's like,
Yeah,
which one do you choose? I feel like novelty has to go because he mentions a lot of girls' names in that second verse. Or
yeah,
in that verse, because it's one long verse, to be honest.
right.
Um, but in the second part, like he's mentioned a lot of different girls' names, so we can cut that one. So really just come down to body telepathy or DSW. Uh,
Did we have DSW on
that's
the?
why I'm trying to figure out if
I
we
think we
had
did.
one of those as an overlap. So let me
I,
figure that out first. I
I'm,
think we did.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Also, another thing, it's a great song, you know. At the same time, though,
I
that one
know.
line, I'm not trying to make you hold my cock, please. I'm like, I don't know if I can play that for a girl. She's like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, no, that's just he's just saying he's not trying to make you hold it. Like he's just,
It's still a crazy line,
focus,
bro.
focus on the walk. Like you're doing too much. Focus on the walk. We're walking right now. Come on, man. So
That's funny. Actually, we did not have it on the list. I think we ended up pushing it off at the last second.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well,
So
yeah.
what do you say? Would you say DSW or body telepathy?
Personally, if we're talking about for Valentine's, I would probably do body telepathy. That probably makes the most sense. The most sense out of those two.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm gonna go with just because I like DSW more, but I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like body telepathy would be more appropriate for it.
Would you leave me alone for too long? Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign.
We have 3 more spots left.
All right. This is still going a little bit better, even though we had that little
I think
spat
so.
earlier
Yeah. Yeah, I
when
think so.
you were goaltending and Supermaning. Superman, that was you. That was you right there.
You say so, Chief. Um,
so
hmm.
so I'll be honest. Pretty much I've pretty much gone through almost everything I have because anything else, I'm like, I listen back to it. I'm like, I don't think I would put that on there. If you have anything else you want, go ahead. Other than that, I'm interested in going back to the ones that we said we would go back to. So if you have anything else, let me know.
Okay, I have a couple that I'm like I put on my list of like maybe, maybe not. Um, so I had 2 straws, 1 cup.
What else you got?
I had someone to talk to.
What tape is that from?
Someone to talk to is from Growing Pains.
I'm not mad at that. You know what's crazy? Because I want to review that tape sometime soon.
Me too.
Sometime soon. So
Me too.
uh hold on to that one. What else you got?
I also had actually it was on the same tape as L Word, the second one. I think it's called How to Be a Better Girlfriend. I feel like we shouldn't put that on tape just because of the title itself.
If you want to get broken up with, look,
Yeah.
babe, I love you.
Actually, play if what we should have did, you should have played this song before Valentine's Day. You would have got out without having to get a gift, and then you just get her back later with the Valentine's Day playlist.
When you get her back, you know what I mean, by the 14th, you know what I mean? Then y'all are great by the 15th and
You
16th.
feel me?
I mean, just no, but that does be crazy. Like, babe, you're great, you're a good girlfriend. But here's how you be a better girlfriend. There's room for improvement, because you're kind of lacking,
Yeah.
But
Um. So I think I also had Is She the Reason from Binge Volume 3. That's that junk over the Destiny's Child song, which I am blanking on what that song's called now. I know people have said Honeymoon is over, but again, I feel like I feel like it's like a kind of a breakup song. It's a love song, but it's like a this love is over song.
you know what really does it for me for that song, like where I'm like, I shy away from it. I think
Yeah.
maybe because the sample, right? Because it's the baby come back.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like one of those type of things where like kind of like I love the song, but I'm like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
other
real
than
quick, before you continue,
yeah, that's all
every
I had, anyway.
okay, before you continue, for everyone listening, I'd like to please in the comments for some of these songs you guys have picked, or some songs that you consider love songs for CH. Uh, do you play some of these songs for your significant other? Have you played them for significant others? What is your I want to say what's your relationship status right now, but like, because we've got a interesting list, you know what I mean? Good and different, crazy, wild. So it's like part of me is just like, what made y'all choose some of the songs that you did? You know what I mean? Was it like the first time you really got into a serious relationship, or what was that? I'm pretty interested in that personally. Please put that in the comments. Please do.
We'd love to hear that and kinda maybe explain why you chose some songs that you did, and, yeah, that'd be cool to hear from y'all about that. Okay, so again, we're at 11, I believe. The 11 we have is Satellite, Neverland, The Desired Answer, Every Now and Then, Oh My Who's That, Convincing Decision, More Important, Reprimanded, Tinkerbell, Sonic in London, and Body Telepathy. Um, some of the songs we have under the asterisk section is Hold on, let me make sure I have it.
Oh, real quick before no, you know what? I got you. I got you.
But
I'm gonna make. I know you'll refuse this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. All right.
are you the
So
Godfather?
I might be after this one. So I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
I will let you take the other two songs if you let me have the one song I want on there, which is New Girlfriend Music. You can put whatever two songs you want on there. Well, if I get New Girlfriend Music, you can have the other two songs. You two songs, man.
Why are you so gung ho about this song, bro?
Because that's a really good song and it's New Girlfriend Music. It's an actual love song. And you can't even say, oh, it's about a certain this and that, bro. It's like, it has to be on there, man.
Stress in my mind, cause I know she's mine. She's in my mind. Meantime, right or wrong, you will always be my girl. And nobody think that you ain't gonna ask nobody else. You got to be right here. Let me be the first, be the last, be the only. Your boyfriend, late night lover, and homie. Be the third around my pinky finger. Remind me that you're mine.
I
It's
understand.
not that I don't like the song. It's just like, it's cool. It's a cool song. It's
But it's not a
fine.
love
We
song.
could put it on there. I mean,
Two,
it helps if like, it's fine if like you actually have a new girlfriend. Like, yeah, that would be great. But
but here's another thing too. Even if you don't have a new girlfriend or new boyfriend, whatever the case is, whatever, you know what it's like about being in love. You have to make sure you keep things rekindled, keep the flame going. Sometimes I won't say you have to role play, but you have to keep things interesting. You know what I mean? You have to just make sure that y'all keep falling in love with each other over and over and over again. Like a new girlfriend, like a new boyfriend.
I agree. That's fine. I don't mind putting it on the list. That actually fits the playlist perfectly though. So that's fine.
Thank you. Amen.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't
You
it,
can
like
you can
when
pick the other two
we make our
songs.
top 100, it won't make the list, but it's fine.
Wow.
I'm sick. That's sick, right? That's crazy.
Listen, I'm not even mad about that because here's the thing. Charles has like 1,000, 2,000 million songs. So
Yeah.
even if it didn't make a top 100, like technically anyone can make a top 100 and you can put anything on there, bro. So it's like, I don't blame you.
You know what? One day I would like to go revisit that. There was a YouTube. It was like a 4-part YouTube video where like somebody did like their top 100 Charles Hamilton songs.
I saw it when I was scrolling through everything today. I didn't
Yeah.
actually like look at it, but I was just like, man, I forgot that was a thing. And I know I probably disagree with so much stuff now because I think it's like an older list, isn't it?
It's kind of early on as far as like, I mean, obviously, he's been dropping music every year since then, right? So,
Yeah.
but like it's kind of like an early look into like certain, probably like the first 4 or 5 years, maybe that. But I would like to go back and revisit that and kind of just see before we actually eventually have that talk
Okay.
ourselves and have a top 100 list of our own, which will be insane, by the way. Um, but yeah, okay. So we got new girlfriend music. So we have 2 more left. I will let you know what's in the asterisk, and we will kind of go from there.
Okay.
I really fucking do though. Song with Miss Stories, Pretty Brown Eyes, Superwoman, Cuddle Monster, Convince You to Stay, uh, Some Lady's Website.
Are we still putting in one of those songs that overlapped, or do you want to be like, nah, just leave them?
If we add the overlap to this list that I just said, that would give us I'm concerned with love more. I'm more concerned with love than life and air conditioner. So I guess the first question is this: does this list feel incomplete without one of those 2 songs?
I think, and I'm gonna hate myself for saying this because I love air conditioner. I feel like you could probably leave air conditioner off. I not for me. For me, no. But like for this list, since it's not just my list, I
Yeah,
think it'd be acceptable to do it.
right,
Now, with I'm more concerned, I think that was like the top song everyone picked, to be honest. Like,
right.
so that's one of those things where, like I said, like if we were going to do an overlapping song, I would say I understand why that one overlaps.
Yeah,
If we do one, but like I said, you had like 4 or 5 other songs that were like in the asterisks. Like we'll come back to that later.
yeah.
Because we can literally
But
do any of those 5 or 6, and then we don't have any overlap.
yeah, because like that's the thing about the overlap, bro. It's like again, I can't stress enough. I like the song, but it's just like I don't want to have that overlap in our playlist. Like if you want to listen to that song, go to the other playlist. You feel me? So
Right.
we'll say this. Do both of those songs fit this playlist idea? 100% absolutely. Don't get it twisted. Any other time we would add it to the list. But because it's a new playlist, it's a shortened list with only 14 songs instead of the 20 we did the first time. And that playlist is already available, we're going to exclude it from this list to allow for other songs that maybe people haven't heard yet or that people would like to hear on this playlist. I feel,
Respectable. I respect.
yeah, I feel comfortable.
All right, cool. That works for me.
All right. So with that being said, that now leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs that we can add to this list up for 2. Um, I say we just take a song and we put it through the gauntlet, and then whichever one comes out on top of the first round, that's the one that'll make it.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. Let's start with let's just do Pretty Brown Eyes. That'll be the first contestant, and it's going up against I Really Fucking Do though.
You know what? Me personally, I would say Pretty Brown Eyes, but because you were like, no, no, because brown, I'll just go with I Really Fucking Do though. Let's go with that.
Okay. I Really Fucking Do though, or a song with Miss Stories.
I hate you. I hate you right now. I generally hate you right
Bro,
now
it's not
because
me.
how
This is just what it came down to.
I hate you.
This is what it
You
came down
what
to.
about next list we're doing is going to be the top 15 I hate stick songs. You feel me? That's going to be the
That's
next one.
pause. That's
Um,
crazy.
I hate you. Like Khalees, I hate you so much right now.
That's
Jeez.
fine.
Oh my. I really fucking do though, just because I love that song for Mysteries, but I really fucking do. Let's do that. You know
Uh,
what?
okay.
Supermoon Fantasy, because we're not putting some lady's blog on there. Put that up. I'm good with that.
And that leaves 5 songs for the last spot.
All right. So what else do we have left? So
No, these are the 5 songs left. They're all fighting for one spot. So
let me
I'm gonna tell you what the
let me get the
5
clock
are.
on.
And, huh?
All right, go ahead. I'm listening. My bad.
So it's I Really Fucking Do though, song with Miss Stories, Pretty Brown Eyes, Cuddle Monster, or Convince You to Stay. Let's just eliminate them as we can. Which one do you first should be eliminated? In your opinion?
Cuddle Monster. Cuddle
Okay.
Monster.
I don't have a problem with that. That's a to me that's a song that not a lot of people know. So we'll have to actually listen to that tape to kind of go over that eventually. It's a good song to me.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard it like previously, but like I said, it's only been like 1 or 2 times
yeah.
I've heard it, so I remember it now.
Uh, Left Here. Hear me out. Right.
I'm listening.
So if we're just talking about Valentine's Day playlist, it's either to me it's either between Pretty Brown Eyes or Convince You to Stay, and I'm leaning toward eliminating Pretty Brown Eyes because you made such a great, compelling argument about the Convince You to Stay thing earlier. So this is kind of your fault. So
No, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah. Again, I
We'll
like
do
the song.
convention.
I can't stress that enough. I just it's very specific. I'm
Nah,
a
it's
stickler.
cool because
I'm a stickler. Get it? Stickler.
so it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I win because New Girlfriend music's on there. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a moral victory for you. So
yeah, I win, and you have to live with that for the rest of your life. For the
never have to
rest of
listen to
your
the
life.
song though. So,
No, you will,
make it
because
sound like
guess
I hate
what?
that song. I don't hate that song. I don't like it as much as you do.
Convince you to
Okay, so
stay.
the three left are I Really Fucking Do, a song with Miss Stories to Convince You to Stay.
Song for Mysteries, eliminated.
Okay, and you like that song a lot.
I do. Like if it was going like we talk about trying not to do bias, if we were going by like full bias, I would just tell you like, yo, put that on there. I'm fuck the other two. You know what I mean? But I'm like, nah, I can't.
I Really Fucking Do though, or Convince You to Stay. I would say, again, great compelling argument for convince you to stay. I like the hook for I really fucking do though. Like a lot.
I know
I,
you do.
yeah.
I think it's obvious. um, let's do it. Let's do it. I really fucking do though. Keep that one on there. Let it stay.
Rest in patience, all I need in this life is sin. She's not my girlfriend, she's a cyber grin. I can never get over you. I never got over you. I will never get over you. What kind of spell do you got me under? I have got to wonder, what kind of spell do you got me under? Or is it a spell that you got me under? This could be love.
Okay. I think we did it then.
I hope so. Let's read off the list, man.
Either that or I can't count. I really fucking do though, getting added to the list. So the official list is Satellite, Neverland, The Desired Answer, Every Now and Then, Oh My Who's That, Convincing Decision, More Important, Reprimanded, Tinkerbell, Sonic in London, Body Telepathy, New Girlfriend Music, Superwoman, and I really fucking do though.
Why'd you look at me like that while you were
I
in the
didn't look at
middle?
you anyway. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right. My bad.
Yo, hey dog, get your eyes checked, homie. But yeah, I think that's a solid list. I think it's a versatile list. Um yeah, I feel confident and very comfortable with this list. I think the StarChasers will too, honestly.
I'm just glad that we didn't have to really worry about the overlay, like the overlapping, because I feel
Yeah.
like, man, we might have to, and I'd be okay if we did have to, but I'm like, man, I think that we can come up with some other songs. So I'm glad that we were able to get past that hurdle.
I think adding that rule helped a lot just because again, like I said, we didn't want to have like double listing on there. And like again, the whole point is to kind of A, introduce people to, some of these love songs, but two, it's who? A2, A B, try to remind people of songs that maybe they haven't heard or they haven't heard in a long time. So I think this list kind of solves that perfectly.
Right. And for everyone listening, like if you guys haven't heard these songs, hey, free reign to check them out. And of course, I want to thank you guys again for everyone that listed songs that, said, hey, these are the love songs I like. Feel free to comment on songs that we missed. Also, if you guys are late to seeing our video previously where we were asking for songs, feel free to join in the comments and say certain songs that we left out. Because I know there's certain people, you guys want to see this and be like, oh man, I wanted to add this song, or you guys might have forgot about that song. So feel free to, add any song that we didn't talk about. So
Yeah, absolutely. And while you're there, let us know how we did, man. Do you think we made a great Valentine's list? Do you think you're gonna, you know, you think you're gonna find love with this playlist, or do you think we have set you up for failure? Let us know in the comments. Let us know over on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube StarChase Essential. Also subscribe to TikTok StarChase Essential, and on Twitter we are StarCH Central. You can also follow us on individual pages. I'm at Stick Around 54 on Twitter and Instagram. That's STIK around 54. Mike, where can they find you, buddy?
on Instagram, the Mike Jackson, Mike Jackson. On Twitter, Mike D Jackson, Mike D Jackson, 1D, 2 E's. Also, I just realized I don't think we've done this a lot or almost at all. The man that we're making this podcast for, you know what I mean, to celebrate him and his music, Charles Hampson. Follow him on his Twitter or
Oh
X,
yeah,
whatever
we
you
should do
call
that.
it. Yeah, I'm like, yo, have we done that? I'm like,
Should do
damn.
that.
I think you know what the issue is. I think we're all like, well, y'all know what his Twitter is. You know what his thing is. But
Yeah, that's true.
in case you don't, his Twitter, I believe it's Charles Hamilton. Just type it in, Charles Hamilton. Also check out his blog, Answer the Hamilton at blogspot.com. So you can find pretty much everything there.
Yeah, check out the new song that he dropped this month. The Art of Being Alone. We'll have a review on that on a episode later this month. Yeah. Oh, before we leave, I do want to just go ahead and try to prep people for next month's special, which we might have to make it the entire month, honestly. But we want to ask you guys, we're doing a March Madness bracket of some sort. So we want to ask you guys, what type of March Madness bracket do you want? Do you want it Charles Hamilton tapes bracket, Charles Hamilton song bracket, Charles Hamilton verse bracket, Charles Hamilton cover bracket? What kind of bracket do you want us to see for the pod? We're gonna go through it. We'll try to set up some polls, I guess, to kind of set it up, so we can get some fan engagement too, and then voting for ourselves, kind of fill out the bracket ourselves. And yeah, we want to know what you guys want to do. I'm very excited about that. I've done brackets in other pods before and had a blast doing it. I almost cussed out all of my the fans for that bracket, but that's another story for another day. But I understand that people got opinions, and it's just fun to do, man. Mike, what would you actually want to see as a bracket if you had to choose one?
If I had to choose one, I'd probably say the song one. Like if and it doesn't have to be like Lucy's, just like any song, just because you know how random that would be where someone's gonna say, okay, let's say they had Brooklyn Girls on there, and then just think about like some obscure song from like 2015 or 2014, and it's going against Brooklyn Girls, and then it's one of those things where you have to choose which makes it, and then
Yeah.
there's going to be just certain songs like, oh, this song from 2007 that came from a really obscure tape, beat this song from 2009, or
Yeah.
this song he just came out with in 2023 ends up winning the whole thing, or 2024, something he just came out with, it just be really interesting to see, and then it forces us, especially me and you, to listen to every single thing to be like, all right, well, how do we feel about it? Which is the better song objectively? What song should deserve to be here? What doesn't? That would just be like the Wild Wild West, where if you guys want to see some fights, that'd probably be like a fight there, personally.
That would be actually pretty crazy. I feel like the tape one would be kind of crazy too, just because like people feel very strong about certain tapes that I didn't realize they felt really strongly about. And I got my own type like that too. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I would like to see make it and stuff like that. So that'd be cool. The first one is probably the most interesting one that I would like to see, just because people have certain verses that they're like, oh, this verse from Charles is like crazy, and this is one I like the most. Like seeing people pick out like not only there's this song, but the verse that they're like, this is one of the best verses that I've heard from him ever. So that would be kind of cool to see too, just to see how people, how they choose and what they would choose in that situation. But yeah, let us know what you want us to do, man. We will talk it over, see what makes the most sense, and we'll keep the podcast going and not end our podcast friendship. But hey,
I
man,
think we'll be good. We got two in the can or whatever, so we'll be fine. I think we're all right.
We are signing out of the StarCHaser Central, man. Where we always encourage you to follow your dreams
And reach for the stars.
You're fucking awesome, baby. Like, everything about you is flawless. I doubt you could call this a mouth using all this talk to just blow off the sawdust. You're the best description of Charles.